Hello friends of Onkyo. Today we'll talk about the core technologies of Onkyo amplification. So a little bit about the magic inside the black box. And I'll tell you about the philosophy of Onkyo, what we actually stand for. So stay tuned to Inside Onkyo. So welcome to Inside Onkyo. As I promised you before, we'll talk about the philosophy of Onkyo and what we actually stand for, and a little bit about the magic inside the black box. Onkyo is a Japanese name. The O stands for sound and the Kyo stands for resonance, harmony. And that's what we're all about, the harmony of sound. We don't do anything else. We don't build any toasters or washing machines or anything like that. We're just building audio components. We want you to hear every detail, to feel every emotion that's inside a musical piece or in a film. If the orchestra is playing with 25 instruments, we want you to hear every single bit of that. To do that, we have a little bit of magic inside. We call that dynamic audio amplification. And let me show you what this is all about. Dynamic audio amplification. Why do you need dynamics inside music? Just imagine you've got an orchestra and you've got a drum, you've got violins, you've got tender sounds, you've got high attack sounds. All this needs a very complex engine to actually follow all these little details in the sounds, in the music. And that's why we implemented 3 different stages inside our amplifiers. All of these stages I go into detail later in a different video, but right now I want to tell you how we're doing it, how we're handing on the signal from one to the next. In the conversion stage, the digital signal needs to be converted down into an analog signal to be passed on to the amplifier. And this conversion creates noise. The noise that's been created is eliminated by the VLSC. The analog signal is then handed over to our non-phase shift amp, where it gets amplified. The non-phase shift amp is our system to keep the distortion created by the amplification process, that's inherent to the amplification process, as low as possible. The analog signal that's been amplified is handed over to the high current amp, which is a special system to actually grasp the speaker. The drivers in the speakers need to be moved with as much control as we can muster. So the dynamic sounds of your music, of your films, of whatever you put into our amplifier is controlled correctly on the speaker side, on the physical side of the speaker. To tell you all about this in detail, stay tuned for the next videos of Inside Onkyo. Hello friends of Onkyo, if you want to check out our next video, please click here.